Hello, good morning, happy Monday. I am here for Monday sharing session. Sorry I'm a bit late this morning, had a little bit of a techie problems this morning with my Wi-Fi, but I'm here now. Monday mornings are all about sharing the love. They're all about helping you to grow professionally and personally through your baby massage and yoga business. And I'd forgotten that I'd actually scheduled the title of this one today, because normally I am pretty spontaneous and I deliver on what is kind of gifted to me in the week before. But today I'm going to talk to you about how to streamline your content creation for your social media, for your baby massage and yoga business, or your parent and baby wellness business. It's exactly the same. I want to talk to you about what I've been doing with Blossom and Berry, how we managed to create so much content and keep sharing the love. And ultimately, I want you to leave here with a different mindset around content creation and find it exciting and creative and a way to really share your knowledge and wisdom, rather than something where you're sitting there thinking, oh God, I've got to post something on Instagram today and I'm completely got no inspiration. I don't know what to talk about, and same old, same old. Okay, so I want to reframe that and bring it back to excitement, energy and creativity. So I promised today on my little caption that I was going to tell you how to create 3 months worth of content for social media in one day. So that's quite a big claim to be able to do that, but I have been doing that for many years now, and it's very easy to do. So step 1 to create content is make sure that you are actually creating content which is of interest and is of value to your clients, because if the content is not of value, then it's going to pass people by. It's not going to stop the scroll. It's not going to add to your client's experience of working with you. So you want your content to be really super relevant, if possible shareable, and often educational. So when we think about content posts, they come into 3 categories. There is shareable content, which is things like really cute pictures, can be things like memes, it can be quotes, things like that. So things that people just kind of like, yeah, that resonates with me, like and share. Then there's educational posts, which are fantastic for what we do. So all of those books that you've read on parent and baby wellness, hi Tamas, all the information from our course, if you're a Blossom and Berry teacher, all of that is fantastic content to share. So rather than it just sitting there on your computer or in a ring binder, start going through that and picking out that content that makes you go, wow, I really get inspired and excited about this. Don't keep it to yourself. That's the good stuff that you want to share. So that educational content. You can also do posts that are things like, did you know that? Or you can share research posts as well. So anything like that, educational content really packs a punch. So shareable content and educational content are really important. And then speckled into that is good stuff to have around you, like about us, what's your brand values, a little about you so people get to know your personality, who you are as a founder, what's important to you. That content is not going to be shareable, so it's unlikely anyone's going to share a selfie of you talking about your business, but it adds into the know, like and trust. So those 3 kind of categories are good to kind of focus on when you're making your content. Now you might think to yourself, okay, but how do I know what my audience really wants? So I want to share with you an amazing resource which is called Answer the Public. I think it's .com, answerpublic.com or answerthepublic.co.uk. Now you can go onto that website, and in there you can put any subject matter, baby massage, baby yoga, I don't know, forest bathing, yeah, anything, hairdressing, like anything, any subjects that you want to share content on. And what Answer the Public will give you is the top searches that people put into Google on that subject matter. So on baby massage, you'll see you get this fantastic scatter diagram which says what are the most common things that people are asking for, and they're actually quite, some of them are you can anticipate, and some of them that are quite out there really. So it can be things like, you know, what oil to use for baby massage, can I massage my baby's feet? Can I massage my baby's head? What age do I start doing baby massage? What time of day? So Answer the Public will give you the most commonly asked questions, by the public, and then you can create content around that. So that's a really good one to go and check out to give you some content ideas. And then other than that, I would say, you know, think about as I said, the information that you've read, absorbed, that you've gone, whoa, I really need to get that out there. Make those into easy digestible posts that people can like and share with ease, and try to keep your branding really clean. I know that sometimes it doesn't fit with your brand colours. I have this a bit of a challenge with Blossom and Berry because we're quite muted colours. We're changing to something a little bit bolder, but generally bolder colours, contrasting colours actually stop the scroll and make people pay attention, even if it isn't necessarily on brand. So maybe have a little bit of a play around with introducing a bolder colour that fits with your brand colours that you could use for posts that you really want to pack a punch. Okay, so you've got your content ideas, and what I want you to do is, I'm just looking around, get yourself a notebook. This is what I do, and basically fill it up with like all your content ideas that you're going to put in there. And get that, and then I want you to go off. You've got a day to do, 1 day to do 3 months. Okay, 1 day, it's going to be so worth it because you're not going to have to think about it after that. You're going to take yourself off somewhere for a day. Now when I say take yourself off somewhere, it's really important when you are creating to move out of your everyday environment, because it's really hard to activate your creative brain when you're looking at a big pile of washing or washing up, or something you've got to do later that is going to stop that creative brain from kicking in, because you're being really grounded by the kind of like to-dos and the, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. So move yourself out of that space, even if it's going into another room. If you're able to do it like somewhere outside, or just go somewhere for the day, something like that, just somewhere to really switch it up and get into a creative mode. I promise you, don't miss this step, because you will find that being creative is very much to do with your environment. Like, go somewhere where you are inspired by beauty, like look out of the window into nature like I am right now, or take yourself off to a beautiful hotel or a bar, or I don't know, like a workspace or whatever it is, but something that's going to inspire you to create. Okay, then basically what you want to do is get Canva, which is my absolute go-to place to create social media. If you want something that you can do on your phone rather than Canva, Canva has actually now modified its online site so that it's much easier to use on a mobile. Previously, it was a little bit tricky to use on a mobile. You can also use something called WordSwag, which you can download from the iTunes App Store or Google Store. Good morning, Laura. And you can download that and you can create social media on your phone. Like, I won't even tell you where I've created some of my social media posts, where I've had the inspiration to do so. You can just get your phone. Again, if you keep it super simple, like super simple brand colors, easy font, you can get those content posts out really, really fast. So you're going to go off, and what you're going to do is you are going to just create all of those social media posts in one go, on one day. So whilst you're in that mode, whilst you're in the flow, it all comes out, and then you're going to store them all either in an album on your phone or in a Google Drive or a Dropbox or whatever it is that's easy for you to do. And then you can just have them on your phone every day. You can also save, if you want, the kind of caption bit underneath in your notes, if you want to do that. Personally, I kind of always, hi Phyllis, I always sort of know what it is I want to say around those posts, because they normally mean something to me. But if that doesn't come easy for you, then you just want to create in the notes on your phone or in a Word document something really easy, again, that you can access your phone really super fast. You're going to put that down so that you can just go onto Instagram and upload your picture, your caption, and away you go. Now you can also use something called Later or Hoot Suite, which allows you to front load your social media for 3 months. So that's what we were doing with Blossom and Berry recently. I spent the day, created all of my posts, did 90 posts on Canva, pictures, quotes, educational content, the whole shebang. Got them, dragged them all over into Later, and then put the caption underneath and just uploaded it. 3 months worth of work done in one day. Press schedule, off it goes. If your Instagram is linked to your Facebook, then it will go instantly from your Instagram to your Facebook. Good morning. So you get double social media exposure in one go. The only thing to be aware of with that is if you're posting on social media, if you're posting first on Instagram, remember that things like links don't really work on Instagram. Like people can't click a link on Instagram. You normally have to say click the link in my bio. So just be aware that when that caption transfers over to Facebook, it might not make a sense. Like we want to make it as easy as we can for the person who's reading the post. So you may have to go into Facebook and manually change that to a live link if you want to, or just write your post a little bit more generically so you don't have those links happening. It's completely up to you. It depends on the frequency that you're posting and also what it is, the message that you're posting. Some of them you might not need to put the links in, so it's not necessary to do that. And so there you go. So there you have your 3 months content for social media. Now what you can also do, which is what I did, and what reminded me this morning that I was doing this live with you on this subject, is to give me content for my Facebook Lives, I create a standard post, which you've probably seen coming out. It says, you know, Gail Berry's sharing session, and then at the bottom it says what it is I'm going to do. So I create those, I save them to my phone on a Monday morning, unless there's something going on that's relevant in the news, like COVID we've had the last few weeks and stuff like that. I'll look on my phone, and that actually tells me, okay, it's Monday morning, I'm talking about this, let's go, let's do it. Okay, so the actual amount of organisation that I need to do beforehand, all the prep, all the planning has been done way in advance. So all I need to do is show up and share. Now for me, it's super easy to show up and share because my whole brain is full of baby massage and yoga knowledge, and I'm constantly topping it up all of the time, so it's really easy for me to do. But if it isn't so easy for you to do, at least you have that accountability piece, that you've got no reason to not do your lives because you've done all the hard work. You don't have to sit there on a Monday and go, okay, I've got to do a Facebook Live, right? So first of all, I've got to go onto Canva, then I've got to find an image, and I've got to drag it over, and maybe that doesn't look too good. You've done it all in advance. So whilst you're doing your 3 months worth of social media posts in one day, I would also maybe pick out a few of those posts or create some separate ones to give you content for Facebook Lives, for Instagram Lives, or for blog posts or YouTube videos or anything like that. Good morning, Lindsay. And then again, it just makes it so easy. All right, so let's recap on how to get your 3 months worth of social media content done in one day. Okay, number one, find out truly what it is that your clients want by looking at Answer the Public, going through your notes, reviewing your books. Like, don't be lazy about this. Don't be just regurgitating the same thing over and over and over again. Really put the effort in. Find out what it is that your clients truly want to know. What's going to really help them understand what the benefits are of what you're doing. What's really going to give them the transformation. What's going to make them go, oh, wow, I didn't know that. That's really interesting. I want to share it with somebody else. Therefore, increasing your reach to a wider audience just by showing up and being of service and adding value to your clients. So number one, make sure that you've got content that is relevant. If you've just joined this video live, you can go back to the beginning and find out how I do that. Number two is you must take yourself somewhere that is not your kitchen or your office to do this, because it's a creative process. Don't skip this one out, I promise you. Otherwise it will be harder. That's number two. Number three is open up Canva or WordSwag and just get going. Just to have no distractions. It's a whole day. You're not wasting your time. It's not messing around on social media. It's creating valuable content which will increase engagement with your clients and stop the scroll. So you're going to create all of those posts in one day. You're just going to methodically go through. It doesn't have to be fancy, keep it simple. The simpler the better, and then you're just going to do all of those posts. Then you're either going to, number 4 is you're either going to save them to your phone and save the captions to your phone and do it manually every day, or you're going to open a free account at something like Later or Hoot Suite, and you're going to upload the whole lot, 3 months worth of work done in one day, the end. Finished, sorted, tick the box, yes, I feel good, content creation covered. So you can do that. And then the last one is if you want to then turn that into more interactive stuff like Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, choose the ones that you feel resonate with you the most. Save those ones to your phone and then have them as, you know, call the album on your phone, Facebook Live content, and then on any particular day, whether it's every Monday or once a month or whatever, go to that and go, right, that's the content I'm doing. You know, just like someone's just said to you, okay, Gail, today you're talking about this. Just get on with it. Like your conscious brain and the fear and the I can't do this and the imposter syndrome and all of that stuff that slows us down doesn't have time to really think about it, because when you were in that creative heart space, heart opening mode, you'd already made an agreement with yourself that that is what you were going to do. So all you've got to do is just show up and do the thing that you've already done all the work for. If you've done the work for it and you don't show up, then that's a total waste of time. So you kind of like need to hold yourself accountable in this way. This is how I work anyway. So 5 really simple things that you can do to get 3 months worth of social media content done in one day. I'd love some of you to accept the challenge of doing this. I know it works because I do it myself, and I would never tell you, I would never tell you what to do anyway, but I would never suggest to you to do something that I haven't done myself or that I know can work really effectively. And there's the 2 benefits you get is A, you've got quality content to your client, which is number 1. Second thing is you feel like an absolute badass because you've actually tick off, I've done my social media properly, I've planned it, it's all done, I can relax, it's just going on in the background. And then anything you add on the top of that, like with your stories or anything that happens to happen from a day-to-day basis, of course you can put that on the top, and that's just like the cherry on the cake. So it's win, 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 win. So I'd love, if anyone's watching this and feels that they want to commit to trying a whole day of social media creation for 3 months, drop it in the box. I'm sharing this on email on Saturday as well, so if you're watching this on replay, love to know, you can hit reply and let me know. But it really is as easy as that, okay? Half the things that in our lives that we think are hard are not hard at all. It's simply our brain telling us that they're hard, or creating some kind of resistance or limiting belief around the fact that we can't do something. You have loads and loads of time if you make it. You have loads and loads of energy if you need it. You've got loads of tools and technology to make this happen. So everything is there. It's just that silly thing up there, our head, that stops us from saying that we can do it. So if it means something to you and you really want to do this, just put that one day in your diary and give it a go. Aim for the 3 months. If you can't get the 3 months, you only get the 2 months, then you know that's still amazing. Okay, so just do the best you can with what you got right now, but try this if you struggle with social media content. Abby's just dropped a little comment in here. Gail, would it be okay for you to write the names of the apps to get everything uploaded ready to go in the comments, as I'd love to look at these? Absolutely, I can. So I will drop them in the comments. They are answerthepublic.com, I believe, or .co.uk, I will check. Canva, which is pretty well known. There is WordSwag as well, which is really easy to do on your phone. I'm going to pop that in. And then there's Later, which is Instagram's scheduling tool, which is really super easy. Or there's Hoot Suite. There's also loads of other ones. There's one called Planoly as well, if you're a visual person and you can drag all the images in. So there's so much out there for you to use. This is the amazing thing about technology. Every time you kind of think, oh, you know, technology, it gets me down, think about how much influence and impact you can have with the incredible tools that we have just on our mobile phones. It is truly phenomenal how you can create content and create transformation just from your phone. So Beth is saying, I'm going to try 1 month of Later to start with. Thank you, Gail. No worries, Beth. Okay, so I'm going to drop in here the, in fact, I'll drop it in the top of the live rather than the comments. I'll drop all the different apps that I've mentioned today. Let me know if this has been useful to you, or anything else that you would like me to share on, because that's what I'm here for, to serve and help and support you. Abby's saying I use Instasize to be able to see visually how things look, but I'll definitely check out the others. Yeah, if you're a visual person, you may love Planoly. That's a particularly good one if you like kind of aesthetically for it to be moving around. Lindsay is saying definitely feel the resistance when I think about trying to plan a whole day to do something. Need to work on that. Yeah. Now, Lindsay, I just want to say something. I really hear you on this, because a whole day, especially if you have a small business and you also have a family, to devote a whole day to something like is actually feels like insanity. Like, is it even possible to have 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours? Because let's face it, when we're talking about a day, if you've got kids, it's basically 10 till 2. Okay, that's the day. It's not actually a day, just in case anyone out there was thinking that it was. So what I'm talking about is if you're a mumpreneur, you're talking about your 4-hour slot, really. But if you don't do that, if you don't put that time in, basically you end up spending much longer every single day, and it's always on your mind as that thing I've got to do, and that's quite draining psychologically when you think, oh, and I've got to do that, and I've got to do that, I've got to do that. The sheer bliss and heaven of going, oh, I finished that, amazing, it's done, I've done it. I mean, that is priceless for me. I love that kind of feeling. I love the kind of I've done it job. So you've got to weigh it up. I agree, Lindsay, with, you know, like what actual time do you have, and then the joy of completion, at least for 3 months, and then go on to do the next one. And of course you can recycle this content. Some of the posts that do really well in the first 3 months, you can recycle them in the second 3 months or the third 3 months. And this is how you also get to learn, by looking at your analytics, what does your audience actually like. You know, what you might put a post in there and go, whoa, I didn't think anyone was going to be interested in that, and then suddenly you're like, okay, I need to do a few more posts like this, or less posts like that, so you can work it out that way. Lynn's and Anika's saying, so useful, so I've been struggling with social media, glad to help. Lindsay's saying it makes more sense to plan ahead, definitely, and thank you. Phyllis is saying I use a social media diary and have just organised 3 months of social media for the first time ever, and it feels great. These tips are great, thank you. Yeah, brilliant, Phyllis. So yeah, so you know, it's really, really possible to do it, whatever way suits. Remember, there is never the right way, ever. My way is not the right way, that way, whatever she's doing, whatever he's doing, they are not the right way. The right way is for you. So listening to what I suggested today and then making it your own, okay? So if you do it and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean that you have failed because I said it works for me. Just what it's about is just challenging your way of thinking and trying new things with a playful, curious mindset. What might happen if I stop doing my social media every day and I try to do it like this? Could be really good, or it just doesn't work for me. But just all of these things, they just can help you when you feel stuck, just trying something different and just seeing how it feels. Okay, thanks for listening everyone, and I will catch you later. Bye.